I'm gonna go get ready to run some errands, so I just figured I'd do my makeup in front of the camera and we talk about a new release, which I'm excited about. So let's do it. So Glossier have released their own highlighters. I was head over heels when I found out that they were doing these. I couldn't tell you guys, obviously, but I can today. They have launched. I have a coupon code down below just in case you guys were interested, but they do 2 shades, and we have quartz and topaz. Now, the solid core, as you can see, there's a center part, and that's made of castor oil, almond oil, and coconut oil. And it's almost like the balm.com, like their lip balm kind of thing, but it's solid and it goes in the center, and that is what gives you like that highlighty, dewy effect to the skin. And then around it is the actual color, which is quartz. It's grinded up quartz. And the other shade that I have, which happens to be my favorite, they're both beautiful, but my favorite is the topaz. This makes me look like I'm super tan, which I'll show you in a minute. But these highlighters are freaking brilliant. They're so creamy and just dewy, and they look so natural on the skin. And I freaking put it everywhere, but I'm actually gonna use both of them today. I'm gonna start by priming my skin. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Marc Jacobs coconut, what is it, the coconut primer? I'm gonna take the quartz shade and rub it into my fingers. Let's see how I do this without getting it in my rings. Here we go. Let's take it off. So I'm gonna rub this quartz shade. And I like how they come up in this like stick form, twist up. I love their packaging. I just love everything about these highlighters. Oh, they're awesome. So I'm going to take a little bit of that quartz and some of my coconut primer and just rub that together and put it all over my face. So now that I have my primer on and a little bit of that quartz highlighter, I'm going to take some of the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint and maybe just a drop of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. And this is in the shade 7.5, but I currently have some breakouts going on, so I need a little bit of more coverage. So I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand. This is also great for like a summer base if you still need the coverage, but you don't want to go too heavy. But I'm going to mix the two on the back of my hand and then just concentrate on putting it on the center of my face, because I have this huge spot and then I have spots all over my chin. My skin is just going through something right now. And then the rest on my cheeks. And then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and just start blending that. Base is done, but I feel like adding some of that quartz to the quartz highlighter to the primer, it just gives me this overall luminosity on top of, you know, the skin tint and what else? And the primer itself, because it's a really hydrating one. But I've been doing that little step as of late. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the mint balm.com. And I'm just going to put this on my lips because they're pretty dry. And I'm going to use a really drying lipstick. So I want to make sure that they're moisturized. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer just because I have a couple of spots. And a little bit underneath my eyes, some on that big spot of mine. I have some spots that are healing. A little bit around my nose. So next I'm going to take a little bit of my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light on this Makeup Forever stippling brush and just kind of powder and set all that concealer that I just put on. I'm not going to touch the cheeks too much because I want to go in with a cream blush, and I'm also going to put that Topaz highlighter. I'm going to show you guys. This is the Topaz shade, and it literally just makes you look so glowy, and you can just apply it directly from the stick and then just blend it in with your fingers. Oh, it's so pretty. So you kind of want to do it in that like C motion. I like to put it on the bridge of my nose, kind of bring it on the sides as well, because it almost gives you like that sun-kissed look. I also put some on the tip of my nose, some on the Cupid's bow, and then another swipe on the cheek, and it doesn't feel like it's pulling or tugging at the skin. It's just nice and sheer, and you can just keep blending it out and keep adding if you want a little bit more glow. And it's so easy to just pop in your bag. I look like I just went tanning. Like, that's how this stuff makes me feel. Oh, that looks so good on the skin, and it just gives you that nice, healthy, like wet sheen, but it's not sticky, it isn't tacky. The formula's nice and just creamy. It's not like one of those sticks that are super hard that you feel like you're kind of like, and you can't, you know, pull it back or just get a nice even swipe of product. Definitely that core center is, I think, a main factor in it. But they really, that pearlized part, the crushed topaz, they really did a good job with formulating these, and I can't complain. I'm just going to put on some cream blush, and for that I'm going to use the Jouer Skin Tint in Petal, which is almost like a neutral shade. It has, I don't know, more of like maybe corally undertones to it, but it looks natural enough for me. So I just like to use my fingers and apply that right over top of the highlighter. And it just gives you this really nice glossy cheek. And you can put it over top of powder, over top of other creams, and it doesn't settle or, you know, just sit on top of the skin. I feel like it all blends really nicely. So I'm going to take a little bit on the other side. I'm also going to take a little bit, I've been doing this on the bridge of my nose. Again, it kind of gives you like that sunburnt type of look. And then with the Topaz highlighter, it just all, it looks like you've been out in the sun. So next I'm going to move on to my eyebrows, and I'm going to brush out whatever foundation I got clumped into it as I was doing my base. I always start by brushing them out and up because I like a really bushy brow, especially with this kind of look. And I'm using this NYX micro brow pencil, and I'm just drawing a line underneath my brow and then brushing that out to almost nothing. And then I just extend my tail. Not too much. Okay, eyebrows on. So I'm gonna skip eyeshadow altogether. That's what I have been doing, but I have been using a pencil liner. This is the Pixie and the Silky Eye pen in Bronze Beam. It's a very creamy formula. So I just like to take that on the outer third of my eye, kind of messily apply it there, and then I take an angled brush, something like a MAC 266, and kind of start to work it into the lash line, but then slightly pull that liner out. So that I get kind of like this soft wing effect. Actually, let me switch the brush and use my Sephora one. Okay, so I curled my eyelashes. I finished the eyeliner effect, and I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Full and Soft Waterproof Mascara and just apply a few coats of this, and I'll be right back. So I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat and just line my lips. Sort of fill them in, kind of. Don't really need to. I'm just gonna go in with the liquid lipstick that I've been using. For the liquid lipstick, I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D Bow and Arrow. I know it's a little hard to get a hold of the shade. I know once it comes back in stock, it sells out. But if you can get your hands on it, it's a really pretty shade. So that is it, makeup look done. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of these. I'm obsessed with them. Coupon code is down below, and give them a try. Let me know what you guys think. I know a couple of you, I've put you on to Glossier and you've been a huge fan, but these do not disappoint. I mean, like, let's have a moment, shall we? Yeah, I'm in love. So I'm gonna go do a little bit of shopping, and then I have to prepare myself for tomorrow. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.